What's up, everybody? What's going on? Emil, Alfred, Joe, Ezzy, Claptraps. I love bacon. Quentin, Tamara, what up? What up? Anyway, gonna go get some new mods today and some rerolls. So feel free to join me. I'm on US West as usual. I am in the Steam group and online, so you can join me through there. Or just join right from the war table. What's going on, cool kid? I love bacon too. Let me tell you. How do you not love bacon? Let's see. None of them going yet. We'll just make a new one. What's up, IG? Just reset, so you're at C2. I tell you what, I would love to go through the resets again. I thought it was really fun. There's just no way I'm going to grind out all those crafting materials again. I've got like 8 Chaos 7, or pardon me, like 8 Chaos 8 defenses now. Just those alone, it's just an ungodly amount of maps, you know? Right, what do we want to do here? Kind of wanted to play around with the new mod. It's just so ridiculously strong. I mean, eventually, I'm sure I'll probably go up to the 70. But I'm gonna have to wait for them to do something with the crafting materials situation. I mean, that would be just way too absurd of a grind. Or once Chaos 8 releases, maybe. What's going on, Brooke? How you doing? If there was a Chaos 8 and we could just go get the amps and all that stuff that we need there, then I would have no problem with just sacrificing everything and going and resetting again. I think that's good, right? Should be. Let's get one more here. And one more here. This weapon is just, it's so ridiculous. Especially when stacked with grave infection. It's just absurd. Anxious to start gun witching a little bit with it. I'm gonna have to make a separate gunwitch gun. Just something to play around with. Just got Plexus Dryad. Nice. I'm doing good there, bro. Royal. I am doing well. Yeah, that is just so strong. I'm anxious to get a 10 to throw it on my main staff and try it out in Onslaught. See how effective it is. After all the resets, you finally started getting C8 amps. Nice. God, it just litters up the whole lane with that stuff. What's going on there, Zach? How you doing? I'm in another drought with the C8 amps. It's been at least, I want to say at least 15 to 20 floors without seeing one. And I've done a bunch of repeats. My wife is up to like floor 50 now. So I've been helping her out a bit. Actually, she might be higher than that. I don't even remember. maybe 58, 59. I can't really remember where we left off. Those Plexus costumes look good on a lot of different heroes. I think it looks great on the Dryad. It looks great on the Mystic. There's definitely lots of places you can put it. The EV2 looks good on the EV2. Got everything lit. Yep. Too edgy. The Squire's just, you know, being one of the original 4 heroes, it's got lots of good costumes. So the Squire, you get just lots of choices. In fact, I don't even know if I have the Plexus Squire. I'm gonna have to look. Assassin removal via FrostFire Shard. Crazy. On floor 27? It's alright. Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna do a few more floors. It's just getting back to this map in Onslaught is just so ungodly frustrating. Oh wow, I didn't realize I was this close to 4,000. Might grind that out tonight. In a 4-player group, I'm getting, what, 3 levels per map. So that's pretty decent. Trying to pick a best would be a little difficult there, Zach. You can do exclamation next hero and get kind of an overview of all of them. I mean, in my opinion, it would be the EV2, but everybody's opinion will be different there. You know, saying best of anything in a game with so many different customization options like this is pretty difficult to say. It's just so opinion-based. There really is no best. The best for me may not be the best for you, so, you know, it's just a tough call there. Oh dang, 19 resets? That's crazy, bro. I personally don't pay more than 8 mil for amp. Anytime I see one though, if it's less than 8 million, I usually just buy it right away. You get the FrostFire mod from this map, gaming. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed drop. This week, it's in the rotation. Next week it'll be... I'm assuming we're gonna get one more mod. Figure what's left as far as weapons. Just the Mystic, right? Or is there something I'm missing? I think it's just the Mystic. All frozen anywhere? Nope. I literally just answered you there, gaming. Yeah, Mark NATO is only, that staff is only burst shot. which is unfortunate. Well, there's no axe, but will there be an axe since the barb already gets an option? Why would the barb get 2 weapons? That would be unfair to the other heroes. In fact, if they do, I'm sure people are going to complain about it. It wouldn't surprise me if they put in an axe, but the barb shouldn't get an axe. If the barb gets an axe, then the dryad should get another option too. I mean, there might, you know, there very well could be an axe. The FrostFire mob is like a boom chip that works on every hero and leaves behind a area on the ground of Frostfire. Haven't found one yet? You'll get one. Shocking Revelations is already pretty heavily nerfed there, Justin. I can't imagine it getting any more. If anything, it will get changed a little to make it a little more effective. Shocking Revelations by itself right now is like borderline crap. If you don't have the water damage on there to get that electrocute combo, it's just not going to work for you. Sorry for the R spam today here. I'm just rough allergy problems today when I woke up. That's why I ended up getting a late start. I was all ready to go at noon, but I just couldn't quite breathe well. Just tough to see. I had to let the old allergy meds kick in a little bit. Get him an axe with the sword mod. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, they may end up giving him... You know, I mean, we all know Elandrian loves the Barbarian more than any other hero. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he actually got his own weapon and got an axe too, and then he would have 2 special mods. I mean, they're very partial to the Barbarian, old Trendy is. It's Eric's favorite hero, it's Elandrian's favorite hero. I mean, they're all big Barb fans. I used weapon manufacturers and poison dark towers when I did it. Best weapon type would be a light main hand and a heavy offhand. It don't matter if it's a sword or an axe. That's just personal preference for you. There's only one light axe though, so it's tough to, and it looks very dainty. It's an elven war axe or whatever it's called. I've got one of them. That's not the most current Barbarian build there. If you go to my Hero Spotlights playlist, there's a Barbarian build there just from last week. That's absurdly powerful. It's the Barb I'm playing. I'm actually not playing very much Barb. Well, you can't stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. They're just 19. So I do stream on Twitch as well, but not at the same time. Heavy offhand is the most DPS. The problem is finding a quality heavy offhand item. The offhand weapon swing is controlled by your main hand weapon. So, I mean, as far as swinging, there's the medium or heavy are both getting controlled by the light, and the heavy hits harder. So, It makes it channel faster, but it's debatable whether or not it's worth anything there. Stay true. The only way really it's worth is if you're using that frostbite shard that makes that gives enemies a chance to freeze at the end of the channel. Then it'll make the freezes proc quicker. The Lava Mancer is good. The Lava Mancer is just extremely boring to play. It's a sit there and swing slowly. I mean, it hits like a truck. There's no doubt about it, but it's just extremely boring. Is one of the problems with it. That attack speed modifier is down to milliseconds, Camden. As far as actual DPS output, there's practically no difference between 15% and 20%. I mean, it's literally into the milliseconds. So, I mean, that's an option. You're not wrong in saying that, but that's not something you want to bother farming. If you get a 19.8% that just drops, then go with it, but I mean, it's literally in milliseconds. Well, that's the thing with the Barb, is the majority of his DPS is not actually coming from those weapon swings. So, although it's more DPS to use light and heavy, use whatever you want. You're still going to wreck it. It doesn't matter what you do. You can go 2 heavies if you want. Go 2 lights if you want. Do whatever you want. You're going to destroy everything. No, it's not a matter of Trendy creating it. It's a matter of license agreements to IG. So, I mean, Trendy... DD2 will never have cross-platform. Ever. Trendy has been very, very out in the open about that. They've... Every time that question comes up, they have every time said, no, it's not going to happen. And people keep asking for it because everybody wants it. I can't blame anybody for that, you know? If Microsoft and Sony said, okay, all games can now be cross-platform without charging the game developer any money, then that would be the only way it would happen. I mean, they're on the same servers now. The communication would not be an issue. What's going on there, Super Vega? Pretty much every game that uses the Unreal Engine, I mean, I would guess it's the same for Unity, but I'm not as familiar with it. But every game that uses the Unreal Engine could be cross-platform if it wasn't a licensing nightmare for, you know, for an indie company to have to drop. You know, if Microsoft and Sony said you need to drop another $1 million, it would bankrupt Trendy. That would not happen. You know, the game would shut down prior to that happening. But it would be awesome. Yeah, I hit 300 yesterday there, Bazak. I AFK'd 300 and 299 made me want to smash my face against the wall. Kind of the stupidity that is Onslaught right now with the RNG. What do we got out there? Nothing good. I don't really have any goals to push any higher in Onslaught. 300 was where I wanted to make it to. I made it there. I'm pretty content with that. Now, I'm sure I'll still do some more Onslaught, but I could care less whether I push up any higher or not. I mean, if they gave us a reward, you know. No rewards, no reason. In my opinion, anyway. I know lots of folks out there would disagree, but if I don't get any shinies at the end of it, I'm not doing it. Oh, there's always one shieldy that gets through somewhere. happiness turns to depression very easily, you know. You gotta have fun playing your games, you know. I actually have got so many awesome games to play. I've been saying this for 2 months. I got so many awesome games to play, and I'm not experiencing any of them because I'm sitting here grinding over and over and over again in DD2. So, I mean, I'm gonna be definitely playing some other games here in 2019. The last Onslaught reward is floor 45 there, Akira. There's no reward past floor 45. Other than crafting materials and the chance of getting a drop that you can get the same drop on regular Chaos 7's full AFK. The FrostFire mod is the one that just started dropping this week. There, Loco. It turns into a boom chip for every enemy. I'm using it right now. Well, that's a good thing, Bazak. I mean, that should be the goal, you know? Having fun should be the goal. You see these little white clouds everywhere? That's the FrostFire going off. Yeah, Graven FrostFire works for any hero. Absolutely. Oh, there's going to be some more Stardew today. But there's a 1.4 update coming for Stardew Valley. We don't know when yet, but I will without question be playing the crap out of that. Can never break the habit, you know? Got to get the chest. FrostFire is for weapons there, Akira. They're not putting any of the elements onto defenses yet. What's going on there, Tiny Gaming? Congrats again. I think that was you, wasn't it? Celebrating a new family member? Was that you, Tiny? I think so. Is there easier way? I mean, it's pretty easy. Especially with the Barb, 6 mod slots, you know. Pretty darn easy. Well, congratulations once again. That's awesome. That is the day I fear there, Tiny. It is the day I fear. When my son calls me and tells me I'm going to be a grandfather, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, oh, crap. Yeah, I mean, that's... You already know how the grind for mods is, you know? The grind for mods is brutal. Burning Strikes is no different. All you have to do is want a particular mod, and you basically guarantee that that mod will not drop. That's just how it works. Or Shard, pardon me. She makes number 5. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, anyway, there is the FrostFire. And you see the Grave Infections going off in the mix. Grave Infection lasts a lot longer. In my opinion, Grave Infection makes it so much stronger. If you've got mobs that are continuing coming out, that won't go away. The Grave Infection will proc the FrostFire, and the FrostFire will proc the Grave Infection. So it's a continuous loop. You have to tell Trendy you want something else and get mad when you get what you want. I don't know what you mean there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I've got a lot of confidence in Elandrian and Javahawk. I mean, Javahawk knows the skinny. He's been developing since DD1, and Elandrian's a huge fan. You know, started as a fan and is now creative director. That's like living the dream. You know, Elandrian started off with DD2 doing just what I'm doing, and now he's in charge of the direction of the game. That's impressive. So, I mean, I got a lot of faith in those guys. I think they're going to do the right things. I think Elandrian will put some things in that'll make us cry a little, but the rewards will be there. Elandrian likes those tears. Yeah, shard dust is irritating. I mean, you got a place to put it now if you got that material vault. You can go up to 10,000 there. I'm not full on any of them yet. But it's definitely... It can be a bit overwhelming. I'm hoping they put in a different system for that. Yeah, the Abyss Lord gets the rough end of the deal on pretty much all the elements, to be honest. I mean, the FrostFire is... The FrostFire from this week, the mod, makes me a lot less bitter about not getting Frost as an... or the Ice Chip as an element for the Monk that's usable. Because, you know, it's broken on the Monk, too. You know, I can still freeze them up because I got the Drenching Strikes going, and then... I don't know, it's a really strong combination, that setup right there. Hey, you didn't know Barbarian? I've been giving them away all month. I should be getting another set of them to give out here soon. Within the next week or so. Well, that would be more about profitability. I mean, anybody that spends gems on gold is just not smart to begin with. It's like the worst value in the game. I mean, you can get... How much gold is it giving you for 300 gems? Let's see. Well, even let me look. It won't let me look during combat. It's just a really bad deal. I mean, it's almost embarrassing that they even put it in, but I would bet you Wallet Warriors probably threw cash at it. Three defense rates from the Christmas tree. That is lucky. I've been having just random good luck with destruction shards here the last couple of days. I think I got like 4 destruction shards yesterday just grinding other things. Ah, you got the expedition pack, but you already won it. Alright, come on out, little roller. I won't hit you no more. Yep, somebody else is gonna. There we go. Yeah, you can get a Drago right now, Bezok. They're real common in the markets. I mean, if you don't want to spend the Defender medals on them, they're super common in player markets. I don't have any of them up right now, but at any given moment, I usually have 2 of them on my market. I wouldn't suggest getting the Barb or the Gun Witch until you have all the other builders, Zach. I mean, by all means, it's your experience. You do whatever's fun to you. But you're going to get more... you're going to get more benefit to having additional builders than you will having a DPS-only hero. Alright, Tamara, take it easy. How much are they in the player markets? I see them go like between 5 and 7 mil. Actually, between 5 and 10. I usually sell them for 7.5. Personally. I figured 7,500 defender medals, 7.5. How do you kill the drakes? The Draken mobs that come out? It's like anything else. Draken? I don't use anything special. Just regular defenses kill them. You just have to... They hit like a truck, so you don't want to let them get near anything. Or are you talking about the Draken Lord? Those you have to ignite. That shield makes them pretty ridiculous. So yeah, you gotta ignite them to get rid of the shield. I probably wouldn't if that's all you got. I mean, Dragolich isn't enough of a game-changing experience for you to make you want to spend all your money. In my opinion. I mean, it is the best pet. But it's not like, oh my god, gotta have this or can't continue. You know, it's not stopping you from progressing in any way. So, I wouldn't sweat the Drago that much. I use, Water, Shocking Revelations, and Tenacity on mine. Yeah, just so ridiculous. I can't wait to get one of these tricked out in Chaos 8 and taken into Onslaught to test it. What's going on, Nagiri? How you doing? Mass Distraction? I got Mass Distraction going right now, Tyree. I know what you meant, man. I'm just messing with you. Besides AP and healthy AP, what am I using? Oh, I don't have my AP one dialed in yet. You can't use the Mana Burn AP, which is unfortunate. There you go. That's a good thought there, Nagiri. I will probably, for my AP EV2, I'll probably go Hero Health maybe as the third. But that's not going to really help you until you get into high Onslaught floors. But the EV2 has got some survivability issues in high Onslaught, along with lots of other heroes. Thanks for subscribing there, Cohen. Appreciate it. Well, somebody don't want to hit G. That means this is the last group out of this one. I'll go back out and restart another group. Barbarian is indeed fun. If you like melee, the Barbarian is where it's at. Yeah, the Nuke Monk's a beast. Have you been playing it on the Geary? You got any of these new mods? This one is just straight up ridiculous. This FrostFire mod combined with Grave Infection is just absolutely crazy. I mean, look at all the graves popped. That right there, there's 5 of them there. That's almost 15 million DPS just sitting on the ground. 15 million. Oof. Crazy. Come on out, dude. Well, sadly, the hero damage builds for the Gunwitch are kind of poor right now compared to the ability power builds, Mikhail, but you could go with the gun that's dropped this week with Frost Chip on it, and then use Drenching Strikes, and you'll at least provide massive amounts of crowd control. You're not going to be putting out big DPS numbers. Yeah, the FrostFire mod is the new mod for this week. They're quiet. Oh, I hear you, Nagiri. I got the 300 yesterday, and other than maybe some casual screwing around, I don't really plan on doing any more Onslaught. I don't shoot at geodes. That's pretty easy. If you don't shoot at geodes, you don't need Piercer. DPS Squire is really good. The problem with the DPS Squire is Barbarians exist. Barbarians are just so much better. But the DPS Squire is amazingly good. Nah, the new mod was just server side. It just... Every Monday night, well, I'm assuming there's only going to be one more, but Monday nights at midnight Eastern time, it swaps over to the new week, and we get the new mod and the new weapon rotation. But yeah, it's all automated. There's going to be more Stardew today there, Mr. Schwizzy. You can count on that. There's a list of monsters in 3 rows. Yeah, it's the order they come out. Like when you're looking at the lane tag, if it shows 1 kobold, then 3 kobolds, then 6 kobolds, and you're going to have 10 total that come out over the course of the wave. But in the first little group that comes out, there's going to be 1, and then in the second there would be 3 or whatever number I said. Playing modes sucks, Cryptic. That's the grind right now. That's probably the most complained about grind. Nice, Jordana. Grats. Yeah, I tell you though, without Piercer, I mean, I haven't killed myself on a geode on the Monk in ages. It's the Man and Machine there, just 19. It's actually been up there for a year. So a lot of players are reading into that a little bit. It's been there for a year, literally. But it's the Man and Machine. You're definitely not the only console player here. The majority of DD2's population is on consoles. So you are certainly not the only one. Thought it looked like the Ranger. There's no way to get them fast. If all you care about is moats, then load into C1 or load into C3, do the first wave, fail, load back in, do it again, fail, load back in, do it again, fail. It's only going to drop 5 to 6 moats per map. So if you get 5 of the moats in the first wave, don't bother doing the other waves. That's the quickest way if you want the quickest way. But it sucks. It sucks not getting the shards. It sucks not getting the experience. So, I mean, I don't really suggest doing that because you're missing out on too many other things. But if that's purely the only thing you care about is getting the dust, that's the way to do it. Right, head back out to town, see what's for sale, and start up a new one here in a minute. I put so many rerolls on this one FrostFire mod. I want to switch it over to my Monk's Polearm, but I want to get a 10 out of 10 first. I'm not going to bother until I get a 10 out of 10. Alright, let's free up some space here. There's 8 more rerolls right here. Or if a 10 out of 10 would drop, then that would remedy that problem for me. I wouldn't have to reroll it anymore. I personally wouldn't care about it enough. I would complete the runs. I would either do Chaos 1 for Destruction Shards or Chaos 3 for Deadly Strikes and finish the runs, personally. But that's just me. And I'd get some gold, some XP, and some shards out of the deal. But, I mean, to each their own, you know? Oh, I've been playing long before this system was ever put into place. If Ascension level would have been a thing at the beginning, I'd probably be like Ascension 50,000 or something ridiculous. Some absurd number. Alright, nothing good. Let's see what anybody's selling here. Here's Omni. Omni not selling nothing. Tightwad. There's 9.5 mil. I'm just... It's a little bit rich for me. I don't need it enough to bother paying 9 mil for it. See if A+ Mod Shop's got any A+ mods today. I've been giving him a hard time on stream here. See, you gotta change your name, dude. Those are B- mods right there. You cannot name yourself the A+ Mod Shop with B- mods. It's just not right. Wow, $1 million for 4. That seems a little much. I think that was it. Nothing else. No other loots for sale. Yep. See if Omni wants to. You want to talk to these people here? See if he's set up for it. What's going on, man? Oh, my push to talk is on. There we go. What up?
Hello. Hello there.
Alright. So did you get any fancy stuff yet? You got all the 10 out of 10 stuff all sitting here? Like 20 of each?
Oh, no. That's on the main account.
Oh, this is your alt, huh? Your alt is named Original Omni.
Yes, it is.
Well, wouldn't that not be the original?
No, this is not. It's a fake. He's fake.
It's an imposter.
This is the Japanese version.
Fair enough. You gotta have the Japanese version. The McManus projector, in my opinion, is the best for the EV. I can't imagine a 10 out of 10 AP or mana burn chip would go for a ton. I mean, it'll be in the millions, but it's not going to be one of those like super high level or high selling items. Nice there, Revolutions. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community. So what you been doing? You on AP 462 yet?
No, not yet.
Getting close.
I slowed down a little bit over the holidays. I'm only at 83 just now.
Yeah, fair enough. I want to do some more AP resets, but I just can't give up all this gear. It's just too much. I mean, it would take me over 1,000 hours just to get the crafting materials back to get my Chaos 8 stuff back.
Yeah.
It's just too much, you know.
Well, for all the stuff that I hoarded originally, like, it's all obsolete now. Like, I've got so much stuff just sitting in my bags.
Oh yeah, I gotta go through and delete a bunch of stuff too.
Like, I just don't even know if it's worth me keeping hold of it anymore, because it's just all like, do I really want to level any of that up? I'm just like, I don't know.
I ended up selling a bunch of stuff. I had a bag full of campaign gear from back when I originally started doing AP resets. And
Get out of here.
I was trying to boost your boost, man. You got destructive pylon on your...
Yeah, take that there. Shove it over here. On the side. There we go. Perfect.
It's pretty dirty, you can do that. But you can boost
I
a
know
booster.
that. I just got thunderstruck actually.
Oh, nice.
Are we good?
Oh, dang, Tiny. Yeah, I mean, one flamer up per lane and we're good.
I just didn't realise if it was you that had all the mana.
It's the hubby.
So you feeling a little rough today, are you?
Yeah, I don't know why. Thanks for subscribing there, I wanna. I don't know if it's allergies or if I'm getting sick or what. I mean, you wouldn't think there'd be massive allergy problems in the middle of the winter, but you never know. Or either that or I haven't recovered from the royal time on New Year's Eve.
I was going to say that eggnog is coming back to kind of bite you in the butt.
Oh man. Well, I never drink, and then you start busting out the crown, you know. It's like, oh man.
I was tempted, and I was like, no. The last time I had a hangover, I actually wanted to die.
No, mule is no longer required there, Spookmeister. You'll want to, as you're progressing up, you'll want to put all your best gear on one hero just to unlock the next tier. But once it's unlocked, you can take all that gear off. There's lots of different ways to build flame arrows there, Gil. If you're just progressing, one of the most effective combos would be anti-melee and melee boom, and then use either range or tenacity. He's never here anymore. His sleep schedule is... He's got a normal sleep schedule now. He doesn't stay up all night anymore.
It just 360'd on itself, and it's... I've been awake, like... The latest I've been is like 2 AM the last couple of nights. I feel like it's slowly starting to regress back again, but you never know.
See, I'm having the opposite effect. I've been trying to go to bed earlier and just can't. So, I mean, starting these streams at noon is really tough for me, considering my normal go-to-bed time is like 6 in the morning.
I've still been struggling to sleep, like when I go to bed, like a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours just lying there trying to sleep.
Yeah. Tenacity reduces the effect of cyborgs, basically. I mean, it'll also reduce the effect of hex throwers. Any kind of negative status effect that gets put on your defenses, tenacity will reduce. Now, it doesn't reduce the effect, it reduces the amount of time that the tower is affected. So, I mean, a 10 out of 10 at Chaos 8 is 100%. That's what you want to shoot for. And to be honest with you, tenacity, once you get that 100%, it opens up worlds for you. I'll have, there'll be another giveaway starting here soon there, Tiny. In the next few days, there'll be another giveaway starting. The Trendy's got to get back to work and give out the codes and all that. I'm not sure when they're coming back. Have you seen anything on when they'd be back from their holiday break?
Nope. They've been very quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Well, I mean, they always take the holiday off, but I'm not sure
they took a
if
little
it's
extra.
They probably maybe won't come back till Monday.
Yeah, a little extra time, I think, this time around.
If you're on Chaos 5, Gil, you shouldn't worry about it. Mods are... when you're just progressing up, Shards are far more important than mods. So don't even sweat what mods you got. Go with whatever mods you have in the best relic you can find.
Something wrong with this flame aura over here. It's all white. I can't even repair it or nothing.
It was frozen, maybe?
No, it's this one right here. Unless it's just a visual glitch that I'm looking at.
It's got to be.
Yeah, okay.
There's been quite a bit of that lately too.
I've had quite a lot of thread error exception things.
Yeah, I have too. I get at least once a day.
Yeah, same here. I've 3 days in a row it's happened to me now.
Well, the problem there, Stoyan, is if I traded all my C8 items to Omni, they would instantly become C7 items because they would drop down to C7 champion score, and then I'd reset and he'd trade it all to me, and then they drop down to campaign. So it would be.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually. I'll still need a month or so, but I'll get.
Well, no. His question was, can't you just still trade and reset? And you can't do that anymore.
No, you can't do that anymore. Otherwise, I would have been done a while ago.
You'd be at AP 467.
420. Come on, get it right.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go to 400, you might as well go to 420. You know.
The extra 20. Come on.
I would say at an absolute minimum, they're tiny, probably like floor 50 at a minimum. But the right answer really is push as high as you can. Push as high as you're comfortable with. The second it's not fun anymore, then obviously that's time to stop. That's the thing that gets me, is I like the progression of Ancient Power resets. I do think that's fun. I mean, if you're grinding it and you're trying to time grind it, then of course it's gets blah. But if you're just going through and progressing and screwing off and having fun, it's definitely fun to do. It's just, right now, for me, it would be way too costly to do it.
That dragon did. That dragon just flew in twice. So quickly.
Yeah, he's buggy.
Yeah.
Gobu had 2 dragons flying around on one of his matches. Like 2 separate dragons flying around. It's like hacks.
It always seems to be on wave 5 as well.
Huh. I've never noticed it, but I rarely look up. When I'm just grinding this map, I cheat. I use tenacity.
It's the exclamation marks that I see. I usually end up seeing an exclamation mark that's invisible, like right after the dragon's fired his breath, all over the place.
How long ago was my last AP? My last AP was months. I don't even know when. But yeah, like everybody's saying, you can't trade modified items, so you can't get a set of gear perfect and then trade it to someone. It won't let you.
Nope.
I actually thought about playing on one of those classic WoW servers, but I just don't want to put the time commitment in without having a group. If it was like a group of people that all wanted to do it, I would do it. I think I'm gonna play that Warcraft 3 remastered though.
He did.
Man, that poor Atlas game. They just destroyed that game before it even got any Steam. It's got a lot of players playing it. It's like the 3rd most played game on Steam right now, or it was yesterday.
I just don't understand how everyone's still playing it. Like, I don't get it.
Well, I was done with it as soon as I spawned in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I see a few people having that problem.
There's like 200 people all swimming around in the ocean around me. Everybody's like, WTF, what is this POS game, you know?
I was supposed to spawn on that island over there. Where's the island?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Stoyan, is the Blizzard one. I've never played on a private server for a while. I've got friends who have. You're playing on a Mist of Pandaria server, that's fair. Yeah, when I'm just grinding this map out, I take my Go Boo Boom Fisher relic and throw it on my flame arrows. And leave that open so people have something to kill. Anyway, I throw the Go Boo Boom Fisher relic on my flame arrows. It's got 100% tenacity. And then I just use it. I could add weapon mans in if I want.
Yeah.
But then I just queue up the Netflix. I finally finished that The Last Kingdom. That's a pretty good show.
I just finished up Limitless last night.
I've never seen that.
It was a good show. Joe kind of spoiled a little bit of information about it, but it was a good show. I ran out of mana over here, by the way.
Damn it, Joe, spoiling it.
Yeah, I ran out of mana to finish that. If you want to jump.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Your gear score doesn't affect really anything. Your gear score doesn't take relics into consideration. So, I mean, you could be at 10,000 and have no relics equipped and fail every Chaos 1 map out there. So, you can't look at it like that. Your champion score is meaningless in that regard. It's just a number. Once you get Chaos 7 unlocked, champion score becomes unnecessary stat. But you know what starts back up today? Tonight, the season premiere of the final season of Gotham. That's gonna be good, dude. They're busting it all out. They're giving Fox a big old FU for canceling the show and making it the last season. So they're bringing in the Joker, Bane, Scarecrow. I mean, everybody's gonna be there. Of course, little Bruce is gonna get all batty. It's gonna be good. And of course, you can't have the Joker, you know, without having his girl. So she'll be there.
Many seasons.
I think it's 5. This is the 5th season, I think. But it's the final season. It's been a good show. It's mainly, you know, the Batman aspect of it is not, it's not really why you watch the show. You watch the show for the villains. They do a great job with all the villains. You know, and getting the backstory, getting the Joker before he becomes the Joker, and, you know, of course you get all that from the comic books too, but they've created a little different Joker. It's not the same Joker from the comic books.
Yeah.
But it's still the Joker. You know, they have similar story aspects. So, like, I mean, I don't know anything, obviously, because I haven't watched it yet, but in this final season, they're doing the whole Ace Chemicals thing and all that.
Nice.
It'll be a little break, Tiny. I need to go, I gotta run to the store. So there will be a small break in between this stream and the Stardew stream, probably like an hour. Yeah, new Punisher Season 2. Now I'm wondering, since they canceled everything else, is Season 2 going to come out and then they're going to say, okay, Punisher's done? What do you think?
You never know, man. They've been cutting off a lot of shows.
I mean,
recently.
Daredevil was... You'd think Daredevil was more... made them more money than the Punisher would. I mean, I like the Punisher, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite Marvel heroes, you know? But... I'm just thinking, if they cancel Daredevil, you know they're going to cancel the Punisher.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
How many times I've answered the gear score question? Quite a few. Happy 2019 to you too there, Cheppers. See, I haven't watched any of The Magicians.
Over here again, get over here, dude.
Stardew is an awesome game, Tiny. It really is. depending on what kind of a player you are, you can look at Stardew at like your first look and look at the graphics and say, "Oh, I will never play this game." But you're missing out by not playing it. It's like Terraria. The first time I looked at Terraria, I'm like, "No thanks, I'm never gonna play this." And then I ended up playing it, and I couldn't turn it off. You know,
just kept on mining.
I want to play some more Terraria. I wish they'd have... You know, I know people get really excited about their updates and everything, but to me their updates are a little lackluster.
Yeah. Yeah, the last couple haven't been
It's
that
like they
great.
add
Even I could vouch for
so
that.
little.
Yeah.
I mean, adding in, a different color wire. It's like, whatever.
I am interested about Stardew as well, though, as you are. I'm curious if they'll fix some of the co-op-y stuff.
I guess supposedly that's all dialed in now.
Is it?
It's not in beta anymore.
Mm.
I mean, it's not released on consoles yet, but it's on Steam. It's the regular version now.
I was just surprised to hear you say it. Like, Stardew is getting an update. I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, the thing is
not
not only are they getting an update, but they're getting a development team. So Stardew is... content for Stardew is going to continue. This update that they're going to be getting soon is just the start.
Ooh.
He hired...
better add in a tractor, goddammit. We need a tractor. So you could stop complaining about planting seeds all day long.
I thought about adding that tractor mod.
That thing's cool, isn't it? It's so cool.
See, that's the thing there, Minders. I need to find a Terraria mod that doesn't... I mean, I'm not a pro Terraria player. I say this all the time. I'm not... I love the game, but I'm far from being some kind of super pro Terraria player. Every time I load into an extra expert world, slimes wreck me. It's just that happens. Until I get a set of gear or some weapons or whatever, I get wrecked. But I need a mod that allows you to become overpowered, basically. I don't mind working for it. But, if I play it, I want to play it on expert mode, even though I'm far from being an expert. But... but I just need... I would need a mod that allows you to... to work through and progress and become OP at some point.
Well, hey, if you ever start up Terraria, give me a shout, man. It's been a while since I've played it myself, so I know that I'd get wrecked just as bad. I would get wrecked as well.
Yes, I mean, I wouldn't even know what mod to play. Wrecked gave me... this is probably like a year ago. Wrecked gave me some suggestions. And it wasn't very many. It was like 3 mods, and I loaded them up and started the game, and the game was really crashy. So I just never played it.
Well, Calamity, Thorium, and I can never remember the third one.
Yeah.
One's got Final Fantasy aspects to it, which I thought was cool. Like, I'm a Final Fantasy person, me. Like, that's what I played when I was younger.
Yeah, definitely.
Boop.
I tell you what, they gave us lots of reason to grind this map with the reroll tokens and the special mods and weapons every week. But my god, man, in a month we are all going to be so sick of this map. It's going to be the new Nimbus Reach, you know?
I'll be sick of it once I finish my AP.
Which one did you say is the Final Fantasy mod, Omni?
Well, I can't remember what one, but there's Thorium, Calamity, and there's one more, but I'm just not too sure what
it's got Final Fantasy aspects to it.
Yeah, one of them's got Final Fantasy aspects to it, where you fight the bosses and stuff like that.
Nice.
I'm assuming somebody must have lagged out or something because you have the power, so I don't click a button.
I clicked it. Yeah, somebody probably just lagged out.
Yeah, Catherine's...
No big deal.
Yeah, Catherine's saying, yeah.
Catherine says it's her hubby crashed. Fading Guy is Catherine's husband.
Oh, really?
So
No.
anytime
Really?
you see Fading Guy, you have to refer to him as hubby.
Hey there, hubby. How's it going? Hey there, hubby.
Played Calamity till the end and it ruined regular Terraria.
Mods do that.
Mods do that with just about every game, it seems like.
Every game.
Yeah, Omni's on his alt.
I've almost got enough Ascension where I can like spam LSAs and flame auras
I
down
need
on
to start
one
gearing out my my alt account. You know my alt account is like 800 Ascension now.
That's what mine's is 833.
No AP. Oop, forgot I wanted to leave some room for people to kill stuff here. It cracks me up seeing it. It's like, Jesus, man. I remember when this account like hit 60 and I was all stoked because I could put the 20 points into defense crit.
Have I got enough here? Yeah, I do.
This, what is this? This is the West Lane. This West Lane on this map is just so easy. I mean, mobs never even make it out. Just build right close to the wall, and it's just a gauntlet inside the spawn. Just crazy.
Yeah.
I think we're good, aren't we?
Yeah, we're good. I've just been taking care of the sides. That's
I don't
all
think he
mana
has
that
them
I
all
had enough
yet.
for.
There, Matthias. Matthias asks how long it take you to get all the shards on your alt.
Not that long.
You don't have
I don't
everything, do you?
have. I don't have anything gilded. If that's what you.
Yeah.
That's the only drawback that I have is that I don't have nothing gilded, so I have to waste a mod slot on defense rates. I don't have to, but I choose to. So.
I do the same thing. On not just on my alt, on lots of defenses on the main account.
Yeah.
There's just not enough gilded defense rates, and I've got an absurd amount. I mean, it would make the average player very sad.
How many is absurd amount?
I've probably got like 18 gilded defense rates, something like that.
How the hell did you get that many? Jeez.
Grind. All my defender medals, that's probably, I don't know, 150,000, 200,000 defender medals. They've all gone into shard packs.
I know I've got 10k just sitting there, which I'll probably just spend all on C4.
I went through like 4 months where I was getting up to 12k and blowing it all on shard packs over and over and over again. So
that's what I'm doing right now.
What's disappointing is when you blow 12,000 defender medals and you don't get one single gilded shard out of it. That's what's really disappointing. But you just, you know, keep grinding.
I'm trying to stay away from doing that just now, like on this account.
This week it's got a new mod, Owen. This mod here, the little wisps of white smoke coming up off the ground is the new mod. And it comes on a Gunwitch's gun, and Abyss Lord's tome, and a Lavamancer's punchy. The Lavamancer one actually looks really cool, I think.
I don't know, I'm still surprised that they kind of locked it down to certain types of weapons, like the heavies and the lights and things like that.
Well, they've taken a lot out. I think it's part to because they want to control the amount of crowd control. I mean, why else would you make it so that no elements work on the Abyss Lord? Well, the Abyss Lord can hit an unlimited amount of targets at the same time. That's why, in my opinion. I mean, I would like to think Trendy thought about it. What's that?
I just assumed that he had the 10 target limit.
Nah, you can hit more than 10, I'm pretty sure. With his primary attack. You can see it in the tavern. You can hit more than 10 dummies in the tavern. But, and then like the monk's right click. I mean, the only way to balance that really and make it so it's not just absurd crowd control on like that ice chip would be so that the weapon only drops single projectile, and then everybody would have raged. Me, I would have been at the front of that line raging. But the monk weapon's completely unusable. It's the biggest disappointment so far out of this whole update for me. I was so excited when I saw that frost chip, or the ice chip, and I instantly thought, monk, 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 I can't wait. And then it's a complete POS when it finally comes.
See, they already knew that's what it was. They already knew. You would have
well, I mean, I don't know, but I would guess they think about those things.
Probably. Yeah.
You know, and same thing with the McManus on the EV. If you gave the CC the ability to pierce enemies, you're just you're creating a just seriously OP mess, you know?
Yeah.
Now, on the same note, I really wanted on a McManus. But I think that's why they did it. But, I mean, we'll see. Trendy's had a lot of internal stuff going. It's going to be a new direction in 2019. I mean, a lot of... There's things that I'm not even allowed to say or allowed to talk about right now, but they've had lots of internal changes, and, you know, coming back from the holiday break and Alandrian and Javahawk being creative directors. I mean, they have had no creative direction since Blacksmith left, and that's been over a year.
Yeah.
It's been a bunch of random people contributing ideas and then saying, okay, let's do that. But there's been no people that it was their job. It's your job to decide the direction of this game, you know, and now that's the case. So, you know, I hate to put it that way, but Alandrian will either have to create an awesome game or find a new job. Because that's going to be his purpose in life. That's going to be his job, you know. So, there
We're going to have to give him all the ideas.
Fix it or GTFO.
Yeah. Get it done. Get it done.
Yeah, he remembers Pixia. I don't... Omni remembers Omnibot. How would Omni not remember Omnibot? Of course he remembers.
How can I forget the Omni?
Well, I mean, we just got a new map. See, that's the problem, is balancing content versus, like, new heroes. I mean, half of the player base would say we need more maps. The other half of the player base would say, oh, the maps are fine, we need more heroes. So what do? You can't do them both without hiring somebody. And they can't put on additional people without making additional money. And I can't, you know, obviously I don't see the financials for DD2, but I'm only guessing that it's waning. You know, the game's been released for, what, it's coming up on to its second year of being full release. I mean, any game in its second year the profitability starts going down, you know?
Yeah.
That's just how it works. Dude, I got so many games I want to play, and they're sitting there in my Steam library. They're even already downloaded. They're all ready to play. It's just a matter of playing them. That Surviving Mars game, there's just a ton of stuff. Tons and tons of stuff.
I do have a couple of games like that I can play. I flew through that Mutant Year Zero pretty quickly.
Ooh, yeah. I never finished that. I got close to the end, but it got really repetitive.
Yeah, actually was, for me doing it on the hardest difficulty, it was actually really easy at the end.
Well, I don't know if you read any of that. The difficulty scaling was practically non-existent. The difference between the hardest and the second hardest was like 1 point of damage was the only difference. And then the recovery.
Yeah, the heat, like not being able to heal was the biggest thing for me, because I had to spend all my bulk, my scrap and that on that.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of
John,
fights.
this is a permanent rotation for the weapons. So once they get all of them out, then they'll start repeating and coming back around. The swords will be back, all that good stuff. So it's a permanent rotation. Every week there will be a different set of weapons. I hope they continue it, to be honest with you, and do that with more maps. I think that concept is awesome. I felt motivated to play. I mean, I felt reason to grind, you know? Like, I've been grinding this map, particularly, first off, for the absurd experience you're getting. But second off, just for, I feel like I'm getting something out of it, you know? I'm getting defender medals, I'm getting experience. I actually debated on grinding this map on floor 89. Because then, of course, you're getting you'd be at the max chance of getting a Chaos 8 amp as well. And I can't really see it being overly difficult. Right now, like, I went back and did a floor 100 just to see what it was like in comparison to before. Because I remember before when I hit floor 100, I was like, holy crap, you know? But I completely AFK'd it. Floor 100, like a frosty fodder lane. I had like 2 fissures at the front of it, and that was it. And it just burned everything.
Were you spamming G, were you? That's what I've been doing a good couple of times.
Yeah. Oops. Wrong monk. But yeah, so floor 89, I'm thinking, is going to be... That might be a good place. The only thing that sucks is there's not a replay floor button.
Yeah.
If there was a replay floor button, then it would be kind of a no-brainer. I really hope the Jester... Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you there, Tiny. I forgot. I hope the Jester makes a comeback. I really loved the Jester in DD1. It was my favorite DPS hero.
I was going to say, you don't need no more mana, do you?
Nah.
You shouldn't.
It's all good. You got the flyers in. You got a weapon man note up there.
Yeah. You can still throw a flame on it down if you want, though, just to kill him quicker.
It's all good. Dead is dead.
Yeah. It's the weapon mans are good for dealing with the AA, but for me, I'd rather just died instead of just sitting there in the air being stun locked. You know?
Right. I've just been using the flamers for everything.
I've still been sticking to my Skyguard just now. Obviously, I'm still under the hundreds for the grind, so it's not like I need to worry about it too much.
Oh, I use lots of Skyguards. I mean, my Skyguards are jacked. They're beast mode, and they still have a problem.
Are you still using the same setup?
No, I put water on them now.
But you still have the range, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for subscribing.
I'm seriously thinking changing mine's kind of similar to what I'd done for my LSAs.
I mean, they completely destroy. I actually went back and did some testing to see where they started dropping off. And it was like 220. Up until floor 220, they just... One Skyguard just annihilated a lane. I mean, if it was a heavy dive bomber lane, then I'd have to throw something else in the mix too.
Yeah.
But besides that, just one Skyguard would just wreck any pack of flyers, you know? Just a non-issue. But now, I'm having to be more creative. Thanks for subscribing there, Mount Prime. I do appreciate you. I've been tempted to log back into that, to be honest, John. I actually wanted to play. It's a pain in the butt to download. But the original game, where Dungeon Defenders came from, you can actually use that game. It's called Dungeon Defense. It was created by Trendy, by like 5 people at Trendy in 4 weeks. but it's on, like, if you download the Unreal Development Kit, it's on that as a test game where you can play around with the code and everything. Now, I don't have really any interest in playing around with the code, but I was thinking about downloading it just to play the game, just to check out where Dungeon Defenders originally came from, you know. They did like a demo version in 4 weeks just to see if the game would be fun, and apparently everybody raved about it. That's the story on the Unreal website anyway. Who knows how much of that is true.
Back in the day, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Somebody get that dragon, would you? I'm busy.
I'll shoot him.
Upgrading.
I'm shooting the dragon. Ain't nothing happening.
Yeah, shoot him. Shoot him. Oh, cobalt to the face.
I need to. I'm doing all this grinding with the alt account too. I need to get the alt account set up. I mean, right now the alt account is just there to be a looter, you know.
Yeah, just to loot and just to get extra stuff. Yep.
Get double crafting materials.
I know that I've got.
I need to get a set of gear on them in case they ever do make Ancient Power rewarding again.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. I would love to spam resets. That, and you see these guys, you know, what's Muggs' Ascension at now? Like 17,000, 18,000, some ungodly number. Now, a big part of that is he pushed so high in Onslaught.
Yeah.
But that only makes up for about half that. The rest of it is that ridiculous AP bonus he gets for experience, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm getting 3 levels. I get 3 Ascension per map on 42 resets. I would guess he's probably getting 10. Like 10 Ascension levels every map he runs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... No, obviously. You get to 17,000, you're way over the point where you need to be.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We get a double dragon again.
Somebody we must have...
Yeah, someone help. My ping is getting the better of me here. There we go.
Oh, they all did. Never fear, Army, never fear.
I was on the opposite side trying to burn out light other torches. I run over to the other side. I'm like, wait, what's going on over there? Listen, he's back again.
Well, you figure it's 8.5 million XP. It's locked at 8.5 million XP per level now. And in a 4-player group, I'm getting 27 million. So that's more than 3 levels per map.
That's a lot. Yeah.
You know?
That's the main reason why, like, people keep asking me, and I'm like, what you doing for your AP? I'm like, I'm getting it all. Like, that, like, just for the EXP bonuses and that. Like, that's why I'm doing it. I'm only going to go to 69 though. And then I'll stop, and then I'll do a big massive push.
You're going to go to 69. I think I would have to go to 67. I can't remember the logos. I think the cool, the last orange logo, well, I mean, I could go over and go to 72, I guess. The orange logos are at the 2s and the 7s.
I don't even, like, I still need to check up on the actual logos just to see what they are, because people have been asking me, like, what logo are you going for? And it's like, I'm just going for the AP. I wasn't really going for the logo. I was going for the AP.
Well, I mean, once you get towards the end,
I'll have to look.
Is it worth it to do a whole other 2-3 resets just for a logo? Probably not. But
oh, come on, yes,
why not?
Yes, it is.
I did it.
Yes, it is. You know that it is. You know it's going to be fashion. So
I just can't do it now, Fisk. I'm just too invested in all my gear. I mean, they just got it. They have to change how you get crafting materials. It's the only way I could ever do it.
I'd love to be able to offer up stuff to Juice, but I'm in a position myself where I can't.
Well, it's not even like that. It's, I mean, I literally, the amount of crafting materials I would need is such an absurd number that it would take 20 people farming non-stop just to get all the stuff in a month. You know, I mean, it's past that point. I mean, I haven't gone through and done the math. I thought about doing that, putting it in a video. Doing a video of what I would need to get back to where I was if I started AP resetting again. More than anything, just to try to encourage Trendy to do something about the crafting materials, but...
Come on, boss man. What you waiting for?
He's taking his time.
He's too busy flying around freezing everything. Get out here already. Get out here.
That Apprentice Lightning Tower from DD1 was an awesome thing. There is no doubt about it. That was a super cool thing.
Actually,
I like that, the DST too. I thought that was really cool in DD1. Having something map. Well, I guess obelisk. You basically got an obelisk now instead of a DST. Actually, I'm getting 29 million now. So that's what, almost 3.5 Ascension levels per map. I was thinking I was only getting 27. I'm getting 29
as well. Yeah.
I gotta do my inventory real quick.
Go, man.
I had this change to how the sorting and stuff works in bags has nerfed your inventory management quite a bit, hasn't it?
Me? No.
Well, because you kept your cursor in the same place and let it come to you before, didn't you?
No. I scrolled over.
Oh,
I just
thought you
hold
were
shift
keeping the
and
cursor in the same place and letting the stuff feed up to you.
No. I was individually moving the cursor over everything and spamming S.
Oh, that's not too bad then. Oh, there's a 10.
For me, it was easier
I got
that
a 10,
way.
and it's on a totem. What do you think it is?
I got used to doing it that way.
What do you think it is?
If you want to drop mana, I'll build if you want to drop mana.
Oh, Omni's not playing my totem game. Is that how it is? Where you at?
I was just saying that I will.
The guy with the fro.
Of course, Afro, bro.
All right, what is it? What do I need? I don't even know what I need. Ah, it's a boar boom. How disappointing.
Of course.
I haven't gotten a boar boom in a while. I guess I shouldn't complain. Let's see. See if there's another 10 in here somewhere. I had 2 10s on one map the other day. Again, it doesn't happen to me. It's only happened to me once before. But, yeah, I had 2 10s on one map.
That might be too far.
Oh, there's another 10. That's on gloves, though. That's not in one map. That was from another map. Mana burn damage, I'll keep that. I actually have been thinking about changing up my nuke monk and getting rid of damage and going with mana burn. Because one thing I noticed is I'm always at 0 mana on the monk. Because I spam the boost every time it's up, you know?
Yeah, did somebody not drop any or something?
Or I didn't, I guess. Or somebody else dropped it on me.
Yeah, they must have, yeah.
It's alright, I got it all clear now. What do you need?
Just finish this one. Just finish that, yeah. I've left this open if people are still wanting to shoot here. Like, if people still want
Gotta
to shoot
have somewhere to
in the
pew pew, you know?
Yeah, if someone still wants to shoot in the middle.
Sweet.
Yeah, you could run around and still spam stuff if you feel like it. Yeah. Should be good.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I usually just upgrade LSAs anyway.
Early game, it's pretty broken there, Ari, but in high Onslaught, stuff just walks right through it. I mean, it's extremely helpful, but I think it's exactly where Trendy wants it to be. If you go back to the last dev stream, Trendy doesn't care if you're able to AFK Chaos 7. They don't want people AFKing through high Onslaught floors. But as far as AFK and Chaos 7, if you're in Chaos 8 gear, why would anyone think that you wouldn't be able to AFK Chaos 7, you know? Now, obviously, you could do it in Chaos 7 gear once you get it all jacked up, but I think it's exactly where they want it to be, personally, and it's certainly not too strong. Anyone who's done higher Onslaught knows. I mean, the mobs just walk right through it. You gotta remember that adding, like, such a big part of Onslaught is frost enemies. And it's doing 50% less damage to frost enemies because of having water on it. So, like, you're getting no damage out of it at all. In that setup. I mean, the damage is already heavily nerfed because you had to get rid of something to add water, you know? And that's one step in nerfing the damage. And then the second step in nerfing the damage is the frost mobs. I mean, if you get, I don't remember the name of the lane, but if you get that lane that's like all bulwarks, or all, yeah, all the shieldy goblins, and then 2 cyborgs or whatever it is that has in that lane composition, that lane's a joke. I mean, you don't need Shocking Revelations to kill that lane. It's all about the frost enemies. And then now adding the frost, or the freeze effect in, being able to be created by heroes, I mean, that adds a lot of crowd control. The game is just not, any tower defense game, as far as pushing through to the end in any tower defense game, it's never ever about what you can, how much damage can you mash out in a short, you know, in a small area. Yeah, that's what getting to Chaos 7 is about. But that's, once you pass that point, that's not what the game is about. And with that mentality, you won't make it far. You'll start getting seriously overrun really early. I mean, you've seen other streamers just struggle in like the high 90s, not even at floor 100 yet, using Chaos 8 gear with the raw power builds. So I mean, it's just not the effective way to get to the end. Now remember too, I mean, Onslaught now is about the team too. 2 people seems to be the sweet spot. You get 20% extra mob health, but you're doing twice as much damage, and you can be at 2 places at once. So I mean, that's pretty huge. A little bit of both there, Ari. I didn't buy any of them with cash. I did buy a lot of them with Defender medals though. Just a ton. Nah, it shoots 8 per second. I mean, I've never counted them, to be honest with you. I just assumed it is. It shoots faster than a Controlled Burst 3. And a Controlled Burst 3 is what? It's 7 shots per second. Or 7.5 shots per second, technically. Yeah, there's a video in my guides and tutorials playlist, Stealth, that might help you out. It's about returning to the game, and it talks about various points of where you left the game and where that would put you now. That could be beneficial for you. If you go to my channel and just scroll down. Hey, now why is this stuff showing frozen? And that brazier is lit right there.
It does that quite a lot.
It's a visual bug, huh?
Yeah, it does that all the time.
I don't see it very often. I've heard many other people talking about it, but I rarely see it. I'm seeing it here, though.
Harogan? Oh. After all the games we've had, that's the first assassin I've seen. Get off me.
They just all melting, not even realizing.
Yeah.
I've had terrible luck with shards too. But I've outgrinded the bad luck. No matter how bad your luck is, if you continue to play the game, eventually you're going to get the stuff you want. It's just a matter of do you have the patience to keep playing and not getting anything over and over and over and over again, you know?
Yeah, it's just about putting that time in.
It's a grind game. Don't ever let that fool you. It will require doing the same thing a bazillion times. Over and over and over.
We're all repetitive people, aren't we?
What's that?
We're all repetitive people, creatures of habit, are we not?
Yeah.
I did double dracking that time. I just put stuff out on this opposite side of the map. Shenanigans.
He brought a homie.
What, he's got a brother or a sister? What's this? Where's Betsy at? Come on.
Poor Betsy. Betsy gets no love.
I didn't know you had a brother, Betsy.
Betsy's back cleaning up the dragon poo at the stables.
Just like that, is he supposed to be trying to get the feast to bring back? I was like, he's not really doing a good job about it though.
Nah, he's failing.
He's failing. He's failing hard.
That's the problem with the game, is it's not... If they had something like DD1 survival mode, a more casual player could do that survival mode and get the fun stuff. You know, the giraffes on a treadmill or whatever. You could do that stuff and get there. First off, in DD1, we don't have any of that stuff, so there is none of those end-game rewards. But a casual player just cannot pursue high Onslaught. There's just not going to be enough time. I don't know how many employees Trendy has total. I would assume it's probably like 30. I don't know the number. I'm completely guessing, but I would guess it's probably around 30 people in total. Now, not everybody's a coder, obviously. You know, design team, basically, you got production, marketing, the creative team, and then the programmers. Now, all of them are all called developers. They're all developers. They're all developing a game. But as far as, like, a lot of people consider a developer being the programmer. Well, like, Mark is not the programmer. Mark is, he's one that creates the content. Now, he's capable, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure he does quite a bit of work on it. Nah, Jose was the same way. Jose was creative. He wasn't the guy that was actually programming the stuff. He was on the creative team.
Wow, thank you.
But like I said, I don't know. I'm guessing it's probably 30, but I don't have a real clue. I mean, I know they got to have like at least 5 people just in their internal testing group, I would think.
Just the bottom.
See, you call it the bottom too, I mean.
That's because you know that you already know that it should be the bottom.
It should be, but it's not.
Why the map is the way that it is, I'll never understand.
It's the West Coast.
I'll never understand. Like, you know, I'll never understand why they did that.
It's quite confusing.
Yeah.
I still have problems. I look at the mini-map and, you know, there will be a mob coming out of this far south lane and I'll run right down there. You know, thinking that's it. If you upgrade yeah, you can re-roll it to a 10 at C8. The only way to not have a C8 mod on a C8 relic is if you take a lower quality mod and move it over to it. So if you take a mod off of, say, a Chaos 7 piece and move it to a Chaos 8 piece, it will be a Chaos 7 stat. Some mods are worth and some mods are not worth. Like, I didn't upgrade my range. At the time, I was broke, and I wanted to put range onto my flame auras and take off tenacity. But I didn't have any gold. I didn't have a whole lot of crafting materials, so I couldn't upgrade the item to Chaos 8 first, so I moved it over at Chaos 7. It's only like 1%, like a little over 1%, less than 2% additional range. And like the water chip and stuff like that, don't bother. Don't spend 2 million gold in an amp on a water chip.
Oh, hell no.
Or to move it over, because you literally get practically nothing for it. It's 350 more defense power is all you get. But when you're talking about 350 defense power on a defense that's got over 100,000 defense power, it's just absolutely nothing. It's like a matter of, do you have a pet equipped or not? It's that little, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to iterate that, to be honest. That is a good way to say that. Just take off a pet and put one back on again. It's
yeah.
the same.
So some of the stuff is worth and some of it's not. I mean, most of the things I've upgraded to C8 and moved it over, but that's purely for vanity. Not for effectiveness, you know?
Yeah.
I can definitely say though, Fisk. You know, no offense to Jose. I've always loved Jose. Mark is the one that does all the work, dude. Mark is the guy that's still in game at 3 in the morning. Jose was the glory hound that just wanted to get in the middle of Lalta's streams and make it his. Love you, Jose. I'm not saying that. But you don't see Jose online at 3 in the morning, logged into Dungeon Defenders 2, still playing, and in a public town, chatting with players. You do see Mark doing that. What mods are the most worth? Probably defense range, defense rate, and anti-melee. If I had to pick 3, those are probably the most valuable mods.
That means it'd be anti-melee. I still hold anti-chaos quite high in value in mini-boss for me.
Well, I mean, those are good, but those are not. You're not going to get a benefit from those just throwing them on any defense. They're specific, like anti-mini boss. Obviously that's a great mod, but that's something specific to a boss killer defense.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, tenacity and piercer servo would be really high up there, even though they don't sell for near as much. I mean, if you want to use auras, traps, and nodes in front of cyborgs, you got to have tenacity. Or very creative placement, you know, one of the two.
Yeah, off to the side. I want those big ass auras that you were showing off.
My auras are tiny now, dude.
When I was watching that vid, I was like, oh. I was like, I want that. I want that. What for? Just for... Ah, come on.
I don't know. Anti-range is the only anti-mod that I straight up do not use. I just don't use it anywhere. And part of the reason is ranged mods, or ranged mobs, pardon me, are just so squishy. They're so easy to kill. The only difference there would be, if I was to use a range mod, or an anti-range, it would be specifically for killing wyverns. It would be its only task, is to kill wyverns.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've been considering with Skyguards recently, with my LSAs, it's anti-melee, anti-chaos, and anti-mini-boss, and I was just kind of going, I wonder if I could just do anti-support, anti-chaos, and anti-ranged on Skyguard and just be happy with them. Like, I'm still debating it though.
Well,
like,
I mean,
even while I'm on
do
my alt.
it would dish it out, but the difference is Skyguard's range scales so nicely.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be giving up range on Skyguard towers, in my opinion, is a big mistake for anyone. There's just so much range available. It scales so wonderfully. And, I mean, the farther out you hit them, the more damage you're going to do, you know? But I don't think, you know, with the exception of maybe getting overrun by frost mobs, I don't think I've ever lost a map due to ranged mobs, other than flyers. So, I mean, I personally wouldn't use anti-ranged on anything as far as ground enemies go. Now, those frost lanes that I got overrun, that's the thing with it, is it wasn't because of the ranged mobs. It was because of the frost orcs. You know? The frost orcs freezing stuff allowed the ranged mobs to get there.
What's something that I do miss while being on my alt from my main is fishers, man. I miss fishers.
Fishers are beast.
I only just started playing with them not that long ago as well. I admit, oh my god, is he seriously back again? I just put out some...
Well, the problem there is you won't have any range. They're LA, so you just won't be able to hit mobs that are far out unless you're using Vicious on it. I'm having a real problem with most of the time I lose now in Onslaught is because of flyers. It's always because of either flyers or Lady Orcs.
It's wyverns. It's always those. There's just too many of them at some points that the Skyguard just gets way too overwhelmed. Yeah. Even if you have two, even if you have two of them there, it's like, well, there's 38 of them there, so like.
I mean, you just have to spend, you know.
Yeah.
The key to the higher Onslaught floors with flyers is it's no longer a 50 DU lane. You've got to spend on it, you know. Well, happy birthday there, Infinity.
Ooh, happy birthday. Are you turning to old farts like me and Juice, eh?
Hey, Tommy's old, let me tell you.
Listen to your laddie. I'll tell you some stories from my past.
Do one more here, and then I'm going to have to run to the store. I got to get some stuff before everything closes. It's really screwed me up with me going to bed earlier. The wife has been driving to work, and it screws up everything else other than my sleep schedule. It allows me to get a little bit more sleep, but like I don't have time to go to the store. You know, normally I drop the wife off to work and I go to the store at 10 o'clock at night. And then, you know, there's nobody there. I don't have to deal with any irritating people. There's no lines. But I lose that. You know, we've only got one car. So I lose being able to get to the store by not taking the wife to work. What am I doing? Busting out weapon mans. I was in AFK mode there for a second.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you spam it out for the last one. Let your mighty flame auras do the job.
I'm using, I'm using Piercer, Defense Rate, and Storm Damage. I'm out of juice.
What? That quickly? Oh, damn.
Well, I mean, I built all the lanes for one. Or but two. Actually, this one's done enough. I'll do that. So yeah, I mean, you gotta have Piercer. You don't need defense rate, but I'm using defense rate because that frees up a shard slot, and it allows me, even though I never use it anymore, it allows me to use explosive poison when I want to.
I took mine out quite a while ago, actually.
So did I. I haven't used explosive poison in a long time now.
Just the destruction, depth, strike, deadly, and rate.
It's
really.
like, I mean, it's situationally really good. Like in that little tight corridor, middle lane in Lost Temple, explosive poison is ungodly in that lane. But if you're using your PDTs on other lanes, you'd have to have 2 different sets of PDTs, you know?
Yeah. I was laughing out loud the other night when you were doing your floor 299. I was doing Lost Temple when you were on it, and I must have had like 500 spare DU just because I had all double lanes and quadruple lanes and stuff, and I was just
That's
like...
the thing. I mean, people say that Lost Temple is harder. Lost Temple is not harder, in my opinion. When you're in the high floors, you cannot not pay attention. The only thing that makes Lost Temple harder is the map is so big. If you're doing it solo, it's harder to get across the map if something happens. You know, shit hits the fan over there, and you're over here, well, you're screwed. But that's one of the downsides of playing solo, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Destructive Pylon is the last one, Jared. Power Pylon's just a regular old mod. You can get that anywhere. I don't remember what tier it drops. That's Chaos 7, isn't it? Power Pylon?
I thought it was 660. Yeah, 660.
No, I mean,
I think
Power Pylon is just, it's like
Power
Chaos,
Pylon, it's...
Chaos 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destructive Pylon is the last one you get. So yeah, it's probably 660-ish.
660, yeah.
Lightrayne spreadsheets got it all. Exclamation info tables in chat. I'm gonna use all my reroll tokens after this map. I gots to get me a 10 of 10 FrostFire. You want a 4 per second, 5 projectile there, Pixia.
Don't say that. I'd end up spending all my stuff on this
or
damn
680.
alt just trying to get one.
Destructive Pylon, 680 stars.
680? Okay.
It's a bunch. I mean, it's the last.
It's all
the last one.
it's pretty much all.
I tell you what, dude. I really hope. With mods right now, Mastery is a different game. It's not what we played.
I've been playing it. I've played a couple.
Yes, you already know. I mean, Mastery is a way different thing with mods in the mix.
It's good for you. Should get on your alt and we should.
Well, I want there to be. I don't want to get on my alt and do it. I want there to be rewards to do it on my main. I want them to. I mean, I know they're not going to give us more hyper shards. I don't even think that's an option. But give us golden pets. Give us defender medals. Give us whatever. Give us a reason to redo that.
Yeah, I'd definitely say like there's no reason for them not to give us C8 just now. Like, you know, even, like with somebody like yourself having the C8 gear and that, it's like, well, all the more reason to dish that out. You know what I mean? Like, let's have some more C8 stuffs. You know?
Oh, is automation the last one? I don't know. That's why I said check Lightrayne spreadsheet. Because it's all right there. It's all on the sheet. I haven't done Mastery in over a year, so forgive me.
Well, I just got Thunderstruck, and that was 460, I think.
Thunderstruck's a good one. I'm surprised you don't see more people talking about that. It's a beast,
I love
a beast mode shard.
Like, that with drenching, like, I just took off a Gilded drenching for that, and I was like, well, I need burning strikes right now, and I want to keep critical in there, so I was like, what's going to go? It's like, well, it has to be drenched, because I am drenching anyway with this shard, so like, get it out of here.
Zergy, it's the same amount no matter what tier you're in, so sadly there's no real way to just grind defender medals. Just re-roll your daily quests every day to try to get a better one if you get a low one, and it's just progress through the game. I mean, I know you want it now, but the game is just not set up for that. By going back and doing like Chaos 1 or something you could grind out really quick is going to give you more. You're going to earn more Defender medals per hour, but you're going to miss out on so many other things where it's just not worth doing it. Just focus on progressing upward. Well, they won't give us the rewards again, term, but if there was just some rewards, if there was a Schedule B or something where, you know, I mean, I don't even know what they could do, you know, flares or more golden pets or anything. I mean, just
Carnival
any
pets
reward,
would be nice.
You know.
Carnival pets would be nice. Some carnival stuff.
Yeah, throw the carnival pets in there. I mean, there's lots of things in the game that they could do right now. I mean, they could keep all of the rewards that were like a golden egg, the Defender medals. They could keep all that stuff in there. The only thing they would have to change is the flares and the hyper shards. And I mean, say instead of flares, you make it, you know, a few mythical Defender packs or whatever. I mean, there's lots of options based off of what's currently already in the game. It would just be a matter of creating that second schedule, you know. Ooh, what was that? Oh,
I'm pretty sure you could offer. I'm pretty sure you could offer up 10 out of 10 mods, and people would probably do it.
Yeah, I would do it for 10 out of 10 mods. I mean, there's lots of things that they could do. But Mastery Mode now is a lot more fun than it was before.
I've been having fun with it. It's just that I'm limited by heroes just now, so I can't spam down like the 10 defenses when I get limited to like no auras and no nodes and stuff. I'm like,
right.
well, you know, I'm kind of limited on what I can use, so I can't do those.
Thanks there, Trevor. Appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to make this one. I am going to load out and reroll that, blow all my reroll tokens real quick. Look through the loots, but this is the last map. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back with some Stardew later. Got the summer started. I want to have a farm at end game though for when 1.4 comes. I've got my old hog farm. I could always go back to that. That one is squared away.
Come on out, dude. Where you at?
He's just getting ready. He's putting on his shirt and his hat, you know.
You sending a message to Betsy.
Getting his tie squared away.
They've come for me. I'm done for.
Poor
Let all
Betsy.
the mini goblins know.
One day, Betsy will get a return to grandeur.
It better be this year, man.
I personally don't like any of those mods that are based off of movement. Personally. I mean, I know other people love them. $39.37. I should hit 4K. I probably won't hit it today, but tomorrow for sure. I should be over 4K. Anyway, I'm gonna head out the tavern here.
Yeah, thanks for the games, man. I'll
Yeah,
just hop out now so you can wrap up and stuff.
Let's go away.
Blitz, my boy!
Oh man, he is coming. He's got that look in his eye. I am going to get on your desk.
Just wanted to say hi to me was all. Hello!
Must be. Yeah, he's responding to you. I'm gonna quit looking at him. If I don't look at him, he won't know I'm here, right?
He just wants fed, that's all.
Yes, you're probably right. I want snacks. I want them now. Well, there's 22 reroll tokens right there. That's not too bad. I get to blow them all. What'd you get?
Just give me all your gold right now. Give me it all.
What'd you get?
You know what I just got?
Well, spit it out, man.
10 out of 10.
A FrostFire?
Yeah.
Nice. What's the stats on it?
Do you want it?
Let's go away. What's the numbers on it?
1,019,821.
That's pretty good. That's way higher than my current one.
272,972.94.
Man, that explosion puts it online with like Gobu Boom.
Gobu Boom, yeah.
That's pretty big. You keep that, man. I'm gonna roll one right now anyway.
I was gonna say you're re-rolling.
Man, it's like
away
an ultimate. I just
that.
found like the ultimate AP progression medallion, defense rate, and melee boom. I'm gonna sell it.
Looks like my main account will be having that.
Hell yeah, man! That's awesome stuff.
Sweet.
I'm gonna get me one here in a minute. You watch. You just
I was gonna
watch.
say you wanting some reroll tokens.
I think I barely just have enough notes to do it. I've got 150 rerolls or whatever in this. I've been rerolling this book, this Death Frost tome. That's the one, isn't it? Or no, I've been rerolling this Death Frost tome. I've got an 8 out of 10. I've been rerolling. Thanks for subscribing there, Jack. I don't know, Pixie. What time is it now? Let's see. It's 2:30 now. It'll probably be around 4, like around 90 minutes. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I got 22 chances. Be there. Oh, and there it is. Ba-bam! I got me one too. Yes!
Yeah, but I got mine for free.
Mine was damn near free.
I was gonna say.
But now what do I get for taking... Oh yeah, it's going to Chaos 8. That puts it over Gobu Boom status right there.
So what's yours at then?
And now I gotta reroll Grave Infection, and I will have the perfect monk weapon.
So good as well. Like it's so good.
Until it gets nerfed. Oh crap.
Please don't nerf it until I finish my
Where
AP.
did my... What did I do? Where did my polearm go? I could have swore I just equipped it. Did I accidentally sell it? No? What the hell? Did I throw it in my bag? Or in the bank?
No, I'm watching just now, you took it out the bank. You took it out.
Well, no, it should have been in my regular bags.
Oh no, yeah, you put it in the bank, yeah. You clicked on it and put it in, yeah, you put it in your bank, yeah.
I'm not seeing
I've got the delay, so I could see it. Yeah, you right-clicked it when you were in the bank.
Oh, what the hell? What tab was I on?
I think it was the first one.
Well, why is it not there? Or am I just missing it?
I think the middle row, maybe?
Oh, there it is. Yep. Oh,
yeah,
man, that is like mad panic right there.
I was going to say, don't make me panic when I was looking.
Damn. That's like my only Chaos 8 item. That's for a hero.
Oh, is that the only one? Oh, right,
literally
yeah.
the only one. It's like, oh man, really?
Yeah.
But this thing is going up. See you, Fire Chip. Have a nice day.
Get out of there.
Wasn't working properly anyway. Oh man. Now let me test my luck here. I got a few more reroll tokens.
Pristine mode to that, or
nah, I got enough to finish this here. See if we can get a 10 Grave Infection too.
You'd be so lucky if you
That
did
would be
well.
absurd luck.
That would, yeah. That's worth it though. It's so good.
Come on. Back to the drawing board. It looks like. Yep. Yeah, well. That's alright. This thing is gone beast mode. And I still got the ability to nuke.
Nice.
765 million. Got to love that. The defense attack rate shard is from Chaos 4 there, Florian. So Chaos 4 shard packs is what you want. Anyway, that's awesome. I've been grinding for that ever since Monday night. What is it today? Today Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, I've been grinding that out since Monday night.
Let me just throw that in the bank. Thank you. Get in there.
Anyway, don't forget tomorrow's DD2 stream is going to be over on Twitch. Every Friday on Twitch. So as far as the daytime DD2 stream, head over to the Twitches. I'll be live over there tomorrow. But thank you all so much for swinging by. I do appreciate you. And like I said, I'll be back in like the absolute longest, probably 2 hours from now. But it'll probably be shorter than that with a little Stardew Valley. Gotta pick them blueberries, you know. But anyway, thanks a ton all. And thanks for joining there, Omni. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
And I will see you all next time. Take it easy.